recording if anyone can't make this session and want to view it afterwards. So yeah, this is the Nordic Proof project, the online briefing session. So I've got the agenda here. So I'll be handing over shortly to Ferdy. So Ferdy Rex, who's the digital navigator who works at the Health Innovation Network. He's going to say a few words about the project and how we're supporting innovators with their expansion into the Nordics. Then we're going to hand over to Ben and Caroline from Nordic Proof, talking about the region and the networks that they're linked into. Then we'll move on to Katarina, who's from the Finnish Health Proof Helsinki, talking about their testing environments and expertise services, which you'll be able to access. Then we'll move on to Jessica and Annika from the Swedish Science Park, talking about their test beds, healthcare professionals and industry in West Sweden. Then we'll finish off with Katja, who's from the Finnish organisation and talking about an Active Life Lab project that's based in Finland. If you've got any questions, then if you want to put them in the chat, we'll pick up the questions at the end. And there is a section for questions and answers, so we'll pick those up then. So yeah, so in terms of the project, we're really pleased to be working with Nordic Proof via Nordic Innovation to support UK innovators with opportunities in the Nordic region. This project has been running throughout 2024, and we've had a lot of engagement from innovators with looking at opportunities to engage with the Nordic region. So we're pleased to continue this support and this project. So I'll just hand over to Ferdy. There's just a couple of slides. So Ferdy's just going to give you a quick rundown of the project as it stands and how we're helping innovators.
Thanks, Tim. Good morning, everyone. So as Tim said, I'm also from Health Innovation Yorkshire and Humber. And what I want to start with is that our job at Health Innovation Yorkshire and Humber is to support businesses, whether they're UK businesses or international, to essentially just grow within their market segment, within their sector. We do that with international companies, bringing them over to the UK and trying to help them land successfully. And this is our first project really working the other way, and we're really excited to be working with Nordic Proof to try and get some of the best innovations from the UK and export them and really sort of test their services in a new market that they've not explored before. If you go on to the next slide, we work with Nordic Proof and Nordic Innovation and lots of partners across the world, but this project specifically has been good to show why innovators should be looking to sort of Nordic Proof to work with them when exporting to the Nordic countries. If you just go to the next slide, Tim, what I want to say is it's difficult at the moment for UK companies to sell, especially into the NHS. It's a really difficult market, and I find myself talking a lot about the sort of how to navigate it and how to make it easier. And so, for all those UK companies on the call today, this is a really good opportunity to try and grow your business where those sort of stalls have come in and where it's become more difficult in the UK potentially to sort of get your business growing. The sort of services on offer will be gone into more by Caroline and Ben Haken in a moment. But I really think this is a good opportunity to look at internationalization and export. We have been doing more work. This is sort of an ongoing project, and we've been improving it as we go. One of the improvements recently has been to work more closely with the West Yorkshire Combined Authority, and we're looking to try and scale that even more. But if your business is based in West Yorkshire at the moment, there is access to funding from the Business Boost program, which would allow support to go and explore other countries and exporting your business. So this is something we're trying to grow, and we're going to look to get more regions involved. But there are ways that we and the combined authority and government can support projects like this to the Nordics. So it's really worth pursuing, the opportunities that are going to be explained today. And just please get in touch if there's anything we can do to support those conversations moving forward. But I think that's all I want to say. So I'll hand back to you, Tim.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Ferdy. Okay, so first up, we've got Ben and Caroline, and they're going to talk about the region and the assets within the region. So if one of you wants to take control, over to you guys.
Hello, yeah. So I'm just trying to go to the next slide. So my name is Lucy Meltzer. I work for Nordic Proof, and it's actually going to be me and Bent Håkon who will present our consortium today. But Caroline is also present on this call. Yeah, we're 3 coordinators. So thank you everyone for joining today, and a big thank you to Ferdinand and Tim and Health Innovation Yorkshire and Humber for excellent collaboration. We would also like to thank Nordic Innovation for supporting this collaboration between the UK and Nordic Health Innovation partners. So for us, Nordic Proof, we look very much forward to working more with UK companies. It's really important for us to extend our reach beyond our Nordic borders to ensure we deliver superior solutions to our citizens in the 4 Nordic countries, or 5 actually. The project started early this year, and we have already explored collaboration opportunities with several health innovators from the UK. So really happy to continue this work and to get even more innovators on board from the United Kingdom. So in our presentation today, we'll give a brief introduction to Nordic Proof, the consortium, and then give you an overview to the Nordic market and the healthcare system in the different Nordic countries. So we'll provide you with links to our webpage where you can go more in depth about Nordic Proof and each of the partners. So the Nordic Proof Test Consortium started in 2018 with the aim to offer high quality test services to companies in a development phase or looking to enter a new market. Our mission is to have a structured process and create a one point of contact for the industry. So our Nordic Proof partners represent a broad range of expertise and services. So they cover most areas within well-being, preventive care, and both primary and specialist healthcare. Many of our partners facilitate ecosystems that bridge primary and specialist healthcare, while some of them are highly specialized in some areas. But altogether, they're enabling companies to find the best fitted test collaboration for their different projects. So for more detailed information about each partner, I really invite you to visit our website. There you will get, a review of what they can deliver, and also you can see some previous events where some of the partners have showcased their facilities and services. To the next slide. So as I said, Nordic Proof offers a streamlined point of contact for medtech and digital health innovators aiming to enter the Nordic market. So we provide one point of contact that ensures you efficient, transparent, and punctual services. Our process from concept to market launch is characterized by Nordic quality and expertise. So Nordic Proof is really your key to understanding and addressing the unique needs of the Nordic healthcare sector. My colleague Bent Håkon will continue to go more into the Nordic market and give you some country-specific information.
Thank you very much, Lucy. Good to see all of you, and thanks for joining this morning webinar. Starting off in letting you see a bit more insight into the differences and similarities when it comes to UK and the Nordics. So if you see these graphs here, you see the size of the population, and here you will see some more in-depth understanding of the size of the market. So if you see UK here with approximately 3,500 euro per year per capita spending on healthcare. You will see almost the same similarities in Europe, in Nordic countries, with Norway the highest spender. And maybe more important, the way we have structured the healthcare system with the governmental schemes. You will see that United Kingdom and the rest of the Nordics have very much the same structure in the way they fund the activities. So in contrast to, for instance, Germany and France with a very much more insurance-based healthcare services. If you go a bit more deep into it, you see that as well, the structural way how we organize the day-to-day activity with inpatient and outpatient care is with some differences almost the same as well. So that's at least one objective for looking into the Nordics. You can feel quite home in the Nordics compared to what you've experienced in the NHS system. Looking then to the Nordics, just to remind you, it consists of Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden, the total population of 27 million. And we like to call it the Nordic welfare model. Could be maybe to steal it from UK, but at least this governmental healthcare system where social security for inhabitants, free higher education, social safety, reduced health and work capacities, universal and predominantly publicly financed healthcare system is maybe in the core of it. Yeah, there are some differences as well, and I will go more into details about each country later on. So the healthcare key principles, I believe you will find a list of key principles very much the same as UK, even that Norway is not direct member of the European Union like you are. We have implemented most of the European regulations for medical device, for instance, and GDPR. So if your strategy is to enter into European market, it could be a good doorway into Europe to look at the markets in the Nordics. Some challenges we have listed for the Nordic countries with more than 20% and growing, the population of 65 and older. The demand for healthcare is growing, and this combined with the decline in workforce is really challenging already in today's services. Another serious challenge is a growing number of multimorbid patients treated ineffectively in today's diagnosed focused treatment pathways. This patient group is extremely costly with today's organization. We could go into more details when it comes to different aspects of healthcare if we get in contact with each and one of you. The commercial potential. It's obvious that there is a high demand for digitalization of patient treatment and time-saving technologies. The customer acquisition is very much the same as the UK. The public health is potentially a profitable customer as soon as they have the contract, but sadly it's hard to get access due to complicated procurement processes. We see a rise in the commercial consumer-oriented market, both out-of-pocket for business-to-consumer services and private healthcare services. Digital maturity in the population, language skills, and skilled workforce makes the Nordic one of the more open markets, I would say, in the world. All Nordic countries are considered easy to maneuver when it comes to setting up a commercial enterprise. And we've done quite a lot of clarification what is actually the right step to take to establish an entity in all the Nordic countries. So that is part of what we could discuss with you. As well, barriers I think are important when it comes to how this works, and you have to take into consideration that there are different languages in each country, and of course to be able to provide digital solutions targeting the population, you need to adapt to the different languages. As well, tendering process, I mentioned that a few minutes ago as well. I would say I don't think it's spectacularly worse than other public markets, but you have to understand that the public tendering is influencing the dynamics in the market, I think. Yeah, we have been working quite a lot on getting more aligned with the European standards when it comes to interoperability. And I think that is converting to a more standard market, but still there are differences when it comes to how you can integrate your digital solutions into different regions and customers. Yeah, so let's go a bit into the different markets. Here we started off with Sweden, the largest country. The system in Sweden consists of 21 regions that are the main providers of healthcare in Sweden. And then below the 20, as part of the 21 region, you as well have 290 municipalities responsible for all the care plans for people with disabilities, school health, rehabilitation services, and so on. Some characteristic as well, I think Sweden has been really high up when it comes to how they do outpatient activities with only 2.1 beds per 1,000 population. Here are the two partners coming from Sweden in the Nordic Proof Consortium. It's Sahlgrenska Science Park that we will present later today. So I will leave that to you to present more in depth the Sahlgrenska Science Park. I think Innovation Skåne is well part of the meeting. You can say hello if you like in the meeting room in Skåne. But nice to have you part of the meeting. It's as well a very location where you can get access to very high-level healthcare institutions. Denmark is a population of 6 million people, and as you see here, maybe Denmark is a more centralized market. It's 5 regions responsible for healthcare, and 98 municipalities could say only then. And as well, the structure of a GP, important gatekeepers for accessing services, they are mainly self-employed in addition. In Denmark, we have a large municipality, the second largest municipality in Denmark, Aarhus municipality as part of the network, working then to support assisted living technologies and different technologies regarding to rehabilitation as well. Aarhus municipality have a showroom called DocX, where you can present your solutions at a care-aware presentation day, or you can ask for a pilot test of a solution in one of their facilities. So it's quite a good service coming out of Aarhus municipality. Next out is Finland with 5.5 million inhabitants. 1 year ago or 1.5 years ago, I think it is now, they reorganized in the healthcare structure into 21 well-being counties, merging both the hospitals and municipal care into one legal entity. And with that new structure, Finland will be able to build fully integrated healthcare services. It's the first country in the Nordics that has taken that new way of organizing in a more integrated care perspective. Finland differs from the rest of the Nordic with 41% of all costs spent on outpatient care as well. So maybe a quite interesting diversity there. The Finnish partners of Nordic Proof is Health Proof Helsinki, Oulu Health Labs, Active Life Lab, and Turku. And you will listen more to both Helsinki and Active Life Lab later today. Oulu Health is more in the north of the country, having a quite extensive ecosystem of both university, hospital, and municipal test facilities where you can do both the business development and testing. And same goes with the health campus Turku. It's quite the same as Oulu Health Labs, with even more maybe as well on the life science area. Norway with 5.5 million inhabitants. You see some statistics here. It's maybe the more decentralized healthcare market in the Nordics. We have 20 health trusts owned by 4 regional authorities, and they collaborate with quite an extensive number of healthcare services in the municipalities that have the number of 356 municipalities all over in Norway. So that's really decentralized. In addition, there are 4,000 self-employed general practitioners all around in the country then. So they are all those 3 legal entities are, of course, in need to collaborate around the patient to make it a patient follow-up program. We also have some statistics. I'm not sure if we should be proud. I'm Norwegian myself, but at least we have the highest number of nurses and doctors per capita. But that's a good thing, or maybe sometimes could be a question mark. This could be discussed later on. The Norwegian partners of Nordic Proof is Oslo University Hospital. It's Norwegian Smart Care Cluster, Sunnaas Rehabilitation Hospital, and Vestre Viken. And we can go into more detail if you'd like to contact us regarding differences and opportunities with each partner in the consortium. Iceland, the last country out, is 400,000 people. There are some really interesting topics when it comes to Iceland as well, when there access to a very homogeneous population. Could be interesting as well for data sharing, I think, especially with AI. As a structure, it's very much a miniature market, developed and structured. Iceland is known for its genetic research. In Iceland, we have the main hospital called Landhospitalet, partner of Nordic Proof. They provide specialist and general care and has the capacity of approximately 700 beds. Good. We hope this trip around in Nordic is at least some insight into the different markets. Of course, there are quite extensive information that you need to be able to take decisions on your export strategy to the Nordics. We believe that maybe before you set up the sales office, it would be maybe better to do some preparatory work, maybe doing it together with the healthcare institutions, testing out your product, validating it together with Nordic Proof as a starting point before you start the full expansion process. And I hope we in the future can discuss more in detail with each and one of you how we could be supported by our team. So with that said, I will put microphone back to Lucy again, and you will talk more about the services.
Thank you, Bent Håkon. So this slide just shows you, the different range of services Nordic Proof partners offer companies. And then if you want to get more information about which specific partner is doing what, so please get in touch with Bent Håkon, Caroline, and myself, so we can help and guide you. And you can send an inquiry via our website, and you will also get, as we said, find more information about the partners and links to their respective websites, also on the Nordic Proof website. But we wanted to just explain a little bit more about one specific sort of offering we have, which is the stakeholder expert panel. And we think it could be an interesting way for some of the companies present here to get some initial feedback. So the expert or stakeholder panels is basically a 2-hour workshop with about 3 to 4 clinicians or key opinion leaders from Nordic hospitals and or municipalities to provide you with user feedback. So you get to present your solution and test your hypothesis to that group of experts. This will give you valuable insights on your specific user group, the care pathway, specific market knowledge, and also the possible interest from the clinicians and experts for further collaboration. And most of the Nordic Proof partners actually offer this service. Continue, yes. And so we have come to an end with our Nordic Proof introduction and the introduction to the Nordics. So please, again, reach out to Bent Håkon, Caroline, and myself if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
That's great. Thanks. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Caroline. So moving on, if we just move the slide on, we've got Katarina, who's the development manager, who will be picking off the next section. Just give me a moment. I think the presentation just dropped, but I'll bring it back up. That's it. And bear with me a moment. Okay, so handing over to Katarina to talk about their offering.
Thank you very much. And good morning, everyone. Thank you for the kind invitation, and I'm very happy to give you a short introduction about HealthProof Helsinki. So my name is Katarina Rouvinen. I work as a development manager in HUS Helsinki University Hospital, but today I'm representing the whole HealthProof Helsinki ecosystem. Mainly I work with company collaboration and innovation activities in our hospital.
Just want to take control. You'll be able to move the slide on, Katrina.
Okay.
So.
Does it show you nicely or?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, great. It's a bit. I have a video here, but it looks a bit odd to me at the moment.
We'll share the video with the slide pack. There might be just an issue with it, so maybe just move on.
Yes.
Oh, it's starting.
Oh, it started. Great. So our HealthProof Helsinki ecosystem consists 3 major players in the Helsinki metropolitan area. We have Metropolia University of Applied Sciences, and they are offering state-of-art simulation hospital facilities. They also have the Center of Biomechanics and Movements, as well as data, AI, ICT, XR, 5G, automation, and IoT experts and environments. In these testing services, they can involve their multidisciplinary student reserve and staff in this RDI work. Then we have the city of Helsinki, the capital of Finland, and they are providing access to its real-life testing environments and experts in primary healthcare and social services. And I am representing HUS Helsinki University Hospital, and we have a cutting-edge, secure and scalable cloud solution for research called as HUS Acamedic. and quite vast HUS data lake, as well as numerous European community projects on scalable AI solutions for hospitals. And of course, we have our world-class clinical specialists. And as I represent Helsinki University Hospital, here's some key figures from our organization. So we are the largest university hospital in Finland. We are treating over 700,000 patients annually. We have about 28,000 employees at the moment. So we are the second largest employer in Finland after the city of Helsinki. In our catchment area in the southern part of Finland, we cover about 2.2 million residents. As Bent Håkan said, in the whole Finland, we have about 5.5 million people. So our catchment area is quite large. We have 21 hospitals, but over 200 locations where we treat patients. And some other figures also, about 83,000 surgeries per year and almost 500 organ transplants a year. Our Net Promoter Score, NPS, is 79, and it's quite high, and we are proud of that. But back to HealthProof Helsinki and our offering. So we are offering for companies smooth access for our HealthTech and companies from HealthTech and MedTech. So we are offering them access to our ecosystem expertise, facilities and equipment at various stages of their product or service development through a unified customer journey. We have categorized our services. Here you can see what we can offer for companies. We have different kind of services for different phases of the product development process. But also we can tailor these services depending on the company's needs. And the process goes like this. So on our website, healthproofhelsinki.fi/contact, we have a contact form which companies can fill. Then we will have once a week our roundtable meetings with each of our ecosystem partners included, where we evaluate these test cases. We might ask some more detailed questions about the service needed and contact the company. Then we will try to find a perfect service package and the contact persons from our organizations, and hopefully we can make a contract and start the collaboration. Here is few case examples that we have done. So GE Healthcare has been one of our customers. So they are quite big company, but still we have made a device testing with them, and the purpose of the testing was to monitor skin contact of ECG electrodes. And the other case example is a small Finnish company, and we did a device testing with Lumoral, and the purpose was to test a medical device that treats and prevents oral diseases. But we have had a lot more test cases also, but these are just two examples that we can both offer expert services for SMEs, but also for bigger companies. So I hope that HealthProof Helsinki can be your partner in HealthTech and MedTech. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you for that presentation. Really insightful. So I will just take control. Just if you're presenting, don't close the slide because it drops the slide pack. Sorry, I should have said that. Okay, so I'll resume there. So moving on now We have got Jessica and Annika who are going to talk about the accelerated health innovation offering. If you're there.
Yes, I'm here and we are here. Hi, everyone.
Great.
My name is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, if you want to take control.
Perfect. Yep. Let's see. There we go. All right. So, hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Planfeldt, and I work as a business advisor here at Sahlgrenska Science Park in our accelerator COAX. And with me, I also have my colleague.
Hi, I'm Annika Grimberg-Lignell. I'm heading the COAX, and I'm also a business advisor.
It doesn't change. All right, so I'm just going to start to give you a short overview of the Swedish healthcare system, but Håkon already did that, so it might be a bit repetitive. But so Sweden consists of 21 regions and 290 municipalities. And just as Bent Håkon said, we are governed by the public procurement law if you are within the public healthcare side. And regions and municipalities manage their own procurements. And of course, depending on how you see this, if you see that the glass is half full or half empty, this means that you have a lot of different potential customers with 21 different regions and 290 municipalities. And one thing that could also be good to know, since I'm guessing that a lot of you are digital companies, almost all the regions are now modernization of their electronic health record systems, and that will happen during this year and the next year, which could be a bit difficult then to enter within the healthcare system if you have a system that you want to incorporate within the journal system. And if you look at the public healthcare side, we have the regional, and they are responsible for hospital and specialist care, and the primary care, as well as the dental, which I missed putting in here. And in the municipality, they take care of the elderly and service for people with disabilities. And then we also have the private healthcare sector, which have basically everything. They have hospitals, primary care units, and elderly homes. And just to zoom in a bit of where we are situated, it's called Västra Götalandsregionen, or VGR for short. We are actually the largest region in Sweden and also the largest healthcare region. We are approximately 1.8 million inhabitants in VGR in Western Sweden, and we are consisting of 49 municipalities here. Gothenburg, where we live and are situated, is really a thriving life science region. We have over 480 life science companies in total, spanning from really small startup companies to big global companies such as AstraZeneca and Mölnlycke Healthcare. If we just look at how many employees there are within the life science companies, it's over 10,000 people here in this region. And in Sahlgrenska University Hospital, which is one of the biggest in the Nordics, it works over 17,000 employees. And Sahlgrenska University Hospital is divided in 3 different main buildings. Sahlgrenska Science Park and the accelerator COAX, we are situated in a place called Medicinareberget, or as we would like to say in English, the medical hill. It's really a place where industry, healthcare, and researchers come together in one place. So you can see us right there in the middle, and we are situated right next to the odontologic, which is like the biggest dental care facility here in Gothenburg, and also quite close, just across the street, to Sahlgrenska University Hospital. And we also have Gothenburg University with all the medical and life science Oh, I lost the name.
Education.
Education. Thank you. There's a lot of people working in this medical hill, and over 20,000 people are moving here every day. And you can see on the right-hand side is an arrow towards GoCo, which is GoCo Health Innovation City, which is situated in the municipality right next to Gothenburg in Mölndal. And they are also like this thriving life science hub, but for a bit more established companies, such as AstraZeneca is situated out there, Mölnlycke, Essity, and all of those bigger establishments. So if we just look at the differences between the Medicinaberget and GoCo, you can say that on our side we have the smaller companies, startup companies, and when they grow too big for us to host them here, they move to GoCo Health Innovation City. Just to give you a short overview of what Sahlgrenska Science Park actually does. COAX is our HealthTech accelerator, and I will come to that later on. Earlier this year, we launched Health Innovation Labs, which is a big lab where smaller companies can rent their lab spaces and offices. And we also have offices that doesn't come with labs as well. We have project partnerships where we do a lot of collaborative projects, mainly within the life science area, and focusing right now on ATMP and regenerative medicine. And we also have this large community and events. And our flagship event is coming up in October 24th, which is called Park Annual. So if you want to come to Gothenburg, then that is a good day to come. It's one of the biggest life science events in Sweden. And now then to COAX, the accelerator here at Sahlgrenska Science Park. We, So since the beginning in 2005, we have had 140 companies being here at Sahlgrenska Science Park. We work with HealthTech companies, and we have,
we run some 140 companies already, and at the moment we have 26 new companies that we work with. We do not take equity in our companies. That means that we work really, really hard to find national and international investors, and we have managed since 2016 to raise more than 100 million euros into those companies. We only work with companies that can address a global health challenge. They need to know how their innovation will impact people's lives and how the return of investment for the hospitals are and the healthcare system. We very much focus on tech. So 40% of our companies are deep tech companies, and they have to be able to scale internationally day one because of what we are doing here, sitting here together. You need to have a market that is sustainable for your company growth.
So we only work with companies that are within the life science, mainly within HealthTech, MedTech, and Biotech. There are other incubators here within Gothenburg who works more with pharma companies. But as far as HealthTech and MedTech and Biotech, the companies come to us, and it needs to have some sort of digital parts of your innovation to be accepted into our program. And if we look at the different innovators where they come from, most of them are entrepreneurs and come from the industry, but we also have some from the academia and has a lot of research in their innovation, but also from the healthcare doctors who see the needs from the inside and want to develop their innovations and do so within a startup company. And on the right-hand side, you see 100% AI. And just like I said, it needs to have some digital components within the innovation to be accepted to our program. This is just a slide to show you a bit of how the program here looks like. The main program is with the Incubate and Accelerate. So since we are an accelerator, we work with companies a bit further than just the incubation phase. And we put a lot of effort also into attract companies and innovators to our program, of course. And we also have pre-COAX program, and that is if we see that there is really something interesting in the idea, but it's not really there. We can work with them for a couple of weeks just to make sure that there is actually a need and that they have the capability to create a venture and become part of our accelerator. And we, as normal incubators, we can't have a fixed program because life science, and especially working towards the healthcare system, most of you know that it takes a lot of time. And due to that, we have a tailored program for all the companies joining our accelerator, because each journey looks different and each company have different needs. But they all sort of get the same treatment and within the same areas. And we look at the development phase, how the organization is structured, team building, different functions, depending on what they need. If it's an IP strategy, a lot of work within the regulatory pathway right now, and of course the infrastructure. And once they have grown out of our accelerator, we just launched a new program called COAX Growth, which Annika will present in a short while. And just like I said, so COAX offers a tailored program.
Yes. Please be a bit more speeding up.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Are we already running out of time? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you've been quite extensive now.
Sorry. Okay, just fast then. What we can offer here at Sahlgrenska Science Park in COAX is really the network towards regional, national, and international partners. And we have expertise within business advice, business modeling, market access, test and verification opportunities, interoperability, and so on, so on. So I guess I'll leave over now to Annika to present the growth program.
So we very, very short network, and we actually work very much with the hospitals to understand their needs, and then we try to craft out innovation that fits their need. So that's part of our entrepreneurship. It's also to craft out practitioners that wants to come out with their idea and commercialize it. But it is all about the network.
Georgia, take control again. I think it's come back to myself for some reason.
Mm-hmm. All right.
There. Okay, so take the next slide. So we can. So from the international partnership and collaborations, we actually are on our way, and we focus on a few areas and that's UK, Germany, Spain, and the US at the moment. And these are the partners that we work with. We have a growth program, and we have that is a membership program that is open for everyone. It's not that you have to come from our accelerator. It's an open program for SMEs and scale-ups. And you can, at the moment, we have one US company that had moved to Sweden, so they will join our program to scale into the Swedish market. We also have a sub-program in that for growth and scaling, and I will actually just move to the next slide and you can show it. This is what you get in the membership program. It's a 12 months program, and that is open for any SME or scale up that wants to either move into Sweden or wants to take advantage of the advanced network of partners that we have in the other countries. And if you are looking for product market fit assessment in the US, we have now been doing our first semester with Berkeley Has. Together with these partners, we craft out for a semester with graduate students, that's the master students, in 4 different areas. That is in law, business, technology, and in medical and medicine. They will do a 360 degree of your company, how to enter the US market, and especially in California in this case. And we will launch a new one for the springtime, and now it's filled up for this semester, but that it will be open for anybody to participate, but it has to be a deep tech company within health to apply through us. And this is how it looks, and we will share, if of interest, we will share how you can apply.
All right, that was all for us. So sorry for taking too much time. If you have any questions, just please reach out to us.
That's great. Thank you for that. So we'll just move on now. So this is the final presentation. So we've got Katja, if you want to just take control and yeah, just as brief as possible, that would be appreciated.
And open my mic as well. Hello to everyone. Thank you very much for this opportunity to present. My name is Katja Kiukas. I work as an R&D specialist, project manager, and nowadays also as a team lead at our Active Life Lab. So I represent the Southeastern Finland University of Applied Sciences, and one of its R&D focus areas, namely sustainable well-being, and its spearhead, which is called Effective Well-being Services. And about what we do, so Active Life Lab, we actually create new solutions to well-being challenges together with our partner network that is formed by public, private, and third sector. It's very much our aim to strengthen the vitality and the well-being of our region. And we especially focus on creating research-based solutions to promote public health and, of course, develop data-driven effective well-being services to the industry. We have extensive experience applying project funding and leading well-being research and development and innovation projects. And currently we are running R&D projects with total budget of 2.4 million euros. And with our expertise, we aim to facilitate the growth and success of a well-being ecosystem in the South Savo region, where I come from, and nurture, of course, its national and international partnerships as well. So this well-being ecosystem is now under progress, and I'm personally leading a project that focuses on building up this well-being ecosystem in the region. The number of employees varies according to the volume of the project. In our unit, currently there are 14 persons working in our lab. Our personnel is very much multidisciplinary in terms of education and work experience. We represent the areas like sports and health sciences, health economics, development and design of data-based well-being services, business administration, marketing, productization, entrepreneurship, physiotherapy, and pedagogy, to name but a few. Okay, to talk about a little bit of our surroundings, we are the driver of the Active Life in Mikkeli. Active Life Mikkeli is the development platform of the city of Mikkeli, in which this Active Life Lab is located, approximately 230 kilometers from Helsinki northwards. And we want to increase business activities in Mikkeli. We want to generate new jobs and expand the volume of R&D activities and funding, of course. And this is a very inspiring environment. It represents a combination of nature, exercise, and experiences right on the outskirts of the downtown of the city of Mikkeli. And there in the heart of the area, we have got Saimaa Stadium. It's a multi-arena with a capacity to serve 5,000 customers simultaneously. There are very nice areas and facilities for indoor sports of different kinds. In the surroundings, we also have ice hockey arena, other sport forums. We even have trotting racetrack for horses. And at the other end of this Mikkeli active live area, we have got concert and congress hall as well. So very versatile environment for research, development, and innovation. It's also a fact that we operate as a research unit as a home base for 2 degree programs of XAMK, namely bachelor degree program in wellbeing management and master degree program in development of database wellbeing services. And to be honest, cooperation with the students is very important for us. We can provide them with opportunities to participate in our activities, and also we can provide them with practical training, project and thesis opportunities. Okay, we have created and determined our strategy this spring, and in the course of that work, we have determined our mission and vision. So we want to develop effective services that promote health and well-being, and we want to see that this results in sustainably growing business and work opportunities in the South Suburb in Finland and abroad. And we say, so to say, we have a very ambitious vision. So by 2030, we have reshaped the way that well-being is promoted. And in terms of that, we want to concentrate on preventative services and preventative solutions. And we want to, in that process, we want to engage individuals, communities, and also natural and also built environments in order to solve these growing well-being challenges. And let's take a look at our facilities, what we have to offer here locally. We have a smart gym. It represents cutting-edge research-grade physiological and biomechanical training equipment collection. So it enables physical exercises that are combined to cognition, balance, and reaction speed promoting contents. There are aerobic exercise equipment available with virtual reality elements. And there are also facilities that are related to testing. So we have got an engaged testing facility, testing capabilities for well-being and health measurements and physical fitness. We also have a virtual reality space that contains digital nature experience and interactive games. And we utilize it both for research and, of course, for entertainment, recovery, and energizing ourselves and our partners and all those people that visit us. As for our solutions and services, let's go to that next. Basically, the core functionalities what we have are, of course, related to our research and development and innovation projects we conduct. But then we have a local partnership program for the service providers. And in addition to that, we have a software application for evaluation and of effects and effectiveness of the services. And basically, it's a collection of scientifically validated indicators of different kinds, both standardized and, of course, there are possibility for customization in terms of those indicators, which are part of that application. And I'm happy to tell that we also have got these testbed and contract research related services in the form of feasibility, usability, validation, and efficacy studies, mainly intended for especially preventative health and well-being solutions. We consult and coordinate the creation of regional, national, and international project funding applications. And in this scope, it's very important to say that we collaborate with the Wellbeing Services County, which is called Eloisa, especially in lifestyle counseling that has been very popular and successful in our area in order to overcome those national public health related issues in terms of, especially so to say, type 2 diabetes. And that gives us a very nice access to the test populations for further research and different types of development cases of those well-being solutions. We have also certain kind of research group under certain titles, and these are the current ones we have. So we are concentrating on sustainable solutions for social and healthcare services. Then we have got personalized well-being interventions, nature-based health services, planetary health and brain, and I represent the co-design of effective well-being services and testbed activities in ecosystems. So that's the one group led by me. I give you some examples of the current projects. You can get back to these slides later on and study further, but to name something about our current operations. So I'm running a project which is called Active Life Hub, and this is really related to well-being industry ecosystem to South Savo. So it's basically all about gathering all the service providers from the region together. And we, of course, want to promote our R&D services for them. We are building up the ecosystem, and we are actually developing new product and service concepts together. And we also put effort in sales and marketing together. And this is meant for continuous use, this whole ecosystem we are now building. And we are also, in the course of this project, we are building up the different services with which we can better serve all those different stakeholders in the industry. Then we are putting our efforts for adding value to the development rural areas with highly skilled nature-based services. So this is about enhancing the expertise in nature-based methods, strengthening the role of nature-based method in education, development and innovation. Also, we are branding the high expertise related. Then we have got the multidisciplinary food and Nutri consortium, in which we are part of. It's about national food and nutrient research infrastructure creation to implement European Union's food 2030 policy. And we are focusing in this building a research environment and related services at here, Saimaa Stadium and Active Life Lab. With the approach of consumers' dietary choices that can be influenced through information-based recommendations, physical activity and lifestyle guidance. Then we have Optimus project, which is concentrating on a sustainable glycemic control by reducing muscle inactivity time in the middle-aged and older office workers with type 2 diabetes. And Julkinen project, it's about a multi-level intervention, a cluster randomized control trial in order to increase and activate active travel change and device-measured physical activity in young people during public transport investment in Kouvola and Mikkeli, Finland. Then a few examples of the contract research. Case city of Vantaa, which was about building active elements in both indoor and outdoor spaces of the daycare and utilizing them as a part of teaching. So with the help of activity measurements with the thyroid accelerometer, we wanted to study if the early childhood education activation project can change the sitting time and physical activity time measured throughout the early childhood education day for certain aged group of children. This is another example of contract research case Superpart. So there were two different types of research questions which were related to the certain measurement methods, taking use of heart rate, variability measurement and EMG amplitude measurements. And of course, I would like to mention again the contract research, which is related to combination of strength and cognitive training. So there is a picture taken from our specific game for developing upper arm muscle strength, Pullervo. So here you can see an example of a game and physical exercise and virtual reality elements putting into action. Some of the past research projects are related to the well-being effects and taken from the innovations from wood. So there are two different settings in which you can measure, so to say, two test rooms in which you measure heart rate variability, spending certain time in each room, and a questionnaire related on the well-being filled by the test subjects. So different study settings, two test rooms, and study over the health and well-being effects of wood and non-wood environments. This is similar type of setting, health from nature, also digitally. So this was concentrating on studies on the well-being effects of natural environment of South Savo, if they can be replicated in other than natural environments. So this is about the digital nature, verifying the effects with heart rate variability measurements and questionnaires. And these were the two different types of settings. Other one concentrating on natural soundscapes by Olo, and other concentrating on the audiovisual nature experience. And these are our networks. We are international group as well, a unit. For instance, in addition to Nordic group, we are members in this ECH Alliance consortium, very huge consortium concentrating on ecosystems and different types of health and well-being operators. We are also part of Ingenium, that is a group of European universities. XAMK is part of that. And also we cooperate, like I mentioned, with the local Wellbeing Services County. We have also connections to several universities in Finland and abroad, for instance, from Australia, Swinburne University and Baker Heart and Diabetes Institute we cooperate with. There are several reasons to choose us, and I do hope that you come back to me afterwards so we can explore our opportunities for cooperation. And this is the last slide, and you are in any time very much welcome to approach me in your different types of needs for testing, or if you are interested in a certain kind of research or implementing a project. I'm very happy to discuss those opportunities further. Thank you very much.
That's great. Thanks, Katja. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the presentations. So thanks all the speakers. We've run over a little, but I didn't want to stop while people were in mid-flow. So I know a couple of people had to get off and they asked about getting the slides and recording, so we'll circulate that. If anyone has any questions, just drop them in the chat now. So I suppose the first question is what happens next. So Ben, you've got a website link which we'll be able to share with the attendees, and that's basically how they would reach out to yourselves and start that conversation going.
Yes, absolutely. So at the nordicproof.org website, you can read more information about all the partners, the services, and there will be an inquiry button there where you can list some basic information about the company, and then we will start the dialogue directly. So after that inquiry is sent, Lucy, Karin, and me will get in contact with you and then have a meeting, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Discuss your specific needs and see how we could take it forward. So this is very much tailor-made to each each company taking contact. So I think last round we had more than 20 companies from the UK having dialogue. So that was really positive. Hope for more companies to come, and we look forward to the dialogue. So I can put the website link in the chat as well. So you can
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah, I think Lucy's put it in. So
So we did, maybe. Yeah.
that is great. So as I say, we'll circulate the slides, we'll circulate the presentation. The follow-on conversation is through the link in the chat. Feel free to reach out to either myself or Ferdy from the UK side with any queries and questions. And we'll bring that to a close. So I'd like to thank the presenters for your time and the depth of presentations that you've covered. And thanks everyone for attending.
That's great. Thanks. Thanks for hosting the event as well, Tim.
No worries. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good presentation, Katja.
Oh, thanks. It's always speeding up.
Yeah, they are a bit. They are in a hurry always.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Okay.
I think we kept inside what we scheduled, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you had
think so
15
too.
minutes. I think you actually closed in exactly 15 minutes this time. So
Yeah, might
great
be the
work.
case. Yeah. So hopefully some of them get back to us then
Yeah,
in
let's
one
see.
way or another. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay,
Have a
great.
nice day. See you.
The same to you.
Mhm.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.